live at 30 Norwood Road in Morristown. At the October 22nd meeting, my neighbor, Mr. Zavaleta, came to the meeting with a petition to petition the administration to clean up the space at the end of his road there, Crestwood Road, between Crestwood and Dogwood. He also, by note, asked the council to consider making that a pocket park as a secondary consideration. Very promptly, the DPW showed up on Thursday morning, full crew apparently to complete the task that was asked for, and very shortly thereafter, Ms. Deeb, who is conspicuous by her absence here this evening, showed up to order apparently the DPW to cease and desist and not complete the task that they were apparently sent there to do, which was clean up the space. That small space is no more than 30 feet by 30 feet. It is not an empty lot. It's not a virgin woodland. It is not an expansive piece of property. It's simply a small space between that end of Crestwood Road and the roadside of Dogwood Road. It is overgrown with invasive species, specifically porcelain berries and oriental bittersweet. Very invasive, very prolific vines. Smother the trees, kill them, and eventually they fall. There were 3 at least trees there that are dead now. The vines are covering several other trees. They're encroaching onto the neighbor's space. Mr. Zavaleta was particularly concerned with that as well. And we don't know exactly where the space ends, so we don't know whose trees are what. That is the other part of our request. Ms. Deeb prevented the DPW from completing the task for some unknown reason. She also blew up at the end of the meeting there, claiming that this was sleazy electioneering. This was a simple attempt by neighbors to have a neglected, littered space in their next to their property, two homeowners particularly, and have it cleaned up. That's all that was asked. She showed up that Thursday morning. Another emotional episode occurred. Somebody claimed that the demand was to have the property clear cut. No such thing was ever specified. We made 4 bullet points of what we wanted done. If you had to sum it up, it could be said pretty easily, just clean it up. That's all we asked for. That invasive species growing in that space is in violation, I guess, not in compliance with the most recently passed ordinance 0392019, which was adopted on 9/24, just a couple of months ago, and specifically applies also to public property by Mr. Pawar's testimony as well. We simply wanted it cleaned up. We shouldn't have to submit a petition with 67 signatures on it to get that done. I shouldn't have to get up early in the morning and get involved in a street fight with a girl to accomplish that. That's what actually happened. This Deeb, you confronted me physically. You grabbed my hands on my wrist, pulled me towards you.
This is one personal attack.
My 5 minutes.
Can you let him finish?
No, this is a personal attack.
My 5 minutes.
Speaking to the council, you just entered, let him finish, and then you will have your opportunity to respond to public hearing comments. Thank you.
All right, you get the rest of the evening to
Okay, I'm
yes,
reading them
come.
because in the past, for your friends and Democrats, you
We're
said
talking about
that
what's going on
personal
tonight.
attacks
I don't know
aren't
what you're
allowed.
talking about
So
in the past.
if you're going to
I'm
let
so
someone
sorry
attack
that you can't
me,
stand and
I'm
accept what's
leaving.
being heard.
Thank you very
you
much.
for attending. Have a good night.
Yeah, you guys have a good night.
So that would be, I think, either the 4th or 5th emotional outburst from Ms. Deeb that I've experienced in my dealings with her. The one on that Thursday morning was physical. By any other construct, that would be an assault by a public official on a resident of the town. If the circumstance, if the roles were reversed, and it was I, a white middle-aged male, placing my hands physically on a female, particularly a town official, we wouldn't be having this same conversation, and I would not likely be still at large. That's what happened that day. All we wanted to do was get this space cleaned up, get it in compliance with the ordinance that was passed by this council, including Ms. Deeb, and acknowledged by Mr. Pawar that the ordinance also applies to town-owned property. That's all we want. I suggest that this council also look into perhaps a censure of Mrs. Deeb for her behavior. Thank you.
Thank you.